pad, and that was going to go on and hit middle and leg. Easy decision, Mohammed.
That looked pretty plumb. Umpire Samsuddin had no issues raising his finger.
Yeah, absolutely plumb. Really good decision from Shamsuddin. He's an experienced umpire. Kakarel.
Now, to do the most dangerous job in the world, all he has to do is stay alive. Undercover.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
So the crowd making this noise means only one thing, and that's former captain and the star Paras Khadka has walked into the middle. The crowd going Paras, Paras. The kind of impact he's had on Nepali cricket fans, immaculate. He'll be facing Mohammad Nadeem. And this is after a long time when Paras has actually got to face a comparatively older older ball.
Yeah, well, he opened the innings in the first game. He was in very early yesterday against the USA. And still have to get through this initial burst from Mohammad Nadeem. What we've seen on this pitch throughout the series so far is the need for batsmen to get in on it. Nobody's been able to score with real strength right from the start of their innings. You can see the signs there. There's the king, Paras Khadka. They love him here. There's a great sign yesterday, Sachin. In Nepal, cricket is my religion and Paras is my god.
That's the kind of impact a player has, not just in the contemporary times, but in the history.
Big appeal again. And this one sliding down the leg side. And big cheers from the crowd. There was nerves just for a moment, but that one probably doing too much. Again, Nadeem just surprising the batsman with his pace.
And that appeal also shows how much he wanted this wicket, Mohammad Nadeem. That would have gone down the leg side easily, leg stump, that would have missed the leg stump. Nadeem has already picked up Subhash Kakril, but I think there's also the choice of shot by Subhash Kakril to be blamed. Went across the line. Ball full by Mohammad Nadeem.
Back of the length this time. This is good probing, testing stuff from Mohammad Nadeem. He's been the star man for Oman with bat and ball this week.
Meanwhile, Nepal have to be really careful here because the same thing happened yesterday. They lost the wicket of Gyanendra Malla, and they neither could take singles or score runs, and wickets also kept tumbling. Important phase of this match. On to the second power play. Only 4 fielders allowed to be kept outside the 30-yard circle. Full and driven by Paras.
Yeah, no timing there, right off the toe of the bat. Shamsuddin indicates one to come. Such an iconic player in Nepal cricket, the captain for over a decade. Sandeep Good there. Just take a look at this LBW again. I think there was absolutely no doubt in my mind this was going on to hit middle, maybe middle and leg, and you could see that woeful look back towards the umpire. He knew it. It's going to end the 15th over. The first wicket, it's a wicket maiden. 48 for 1.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
विकास सम्भव छ
मजबुत निर्माणले मजबुत निर्माण बन्छ। अम्बे स्टिल्सले अम्बे स्टिल्स जे बन्छ दिगो बन्छ।
राजीवलाई पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो, मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँले अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन, डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ।
ग्रेट दाइ।
नेक्स्ट
राजीव,
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला। डोन्ट वरी।
राजीव दाइ, मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन है।
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो? आफ्नै ब्याङ्कको एप हो यो।
यहाँ बस आइसक्यो, बस।
राजीव, छोरीको पनि स्कुलको फी तिर्नु थियो। अब अनलाइन ब्याङ्किङको लागि आफ्नो ब्याङ्कको मोबाइल एप
But excellent work here from Jishan Maqsood. He took himself out of the attack and caught in Mohammad Nadeem. And Nepal's opening partnership has been broken.
Well, the reason for Maqsood changing ends is dual. Firstly, he's got a bigger leg side boundary to defend, bowling from this, the Chobar end. And secondly, it's where he's bowled from all week. He's found lovely rhythm from up at that far end, and I was surprised to see him come on from the pavilion end. It was a poor over, and he's done the right thing, put his team first. And has heaved into the leg side, a poor delivery. Plenty of time to get back for two. But because he's got the bigger boundary to protect on the leg side, that's what you always want as a spinner.
A couple of runs, and that brings up 50 for Nepal. Crowd roar. They love watching cricket. They love their cricket. They love watching Nepali cricketers perform. Goes after it, Gyanendra Malla. Not exactly what he intended, but the result will be a boundary nevertheless.
Yeah, straight down into that Nepal team dugout there. Gyanendra Malla just starting to move into maybe third gear. Work his way up all the way. He's just got one ODI 50 so far in his 9th ODI today. Looking for another one. A little bit off the outside edge, but as soon as you beat the infield and the offside, it's always going to be four here. Big appeal. Durga Subedi's not moved. Of course, no third umpire in operation this week. So the umpire's having to make the decisions immediately on the run-outs and stumping decisions. Back to the old school, the way it always was.
A push again by Gyanendra Malla. He's not looking back. He's going after the bowling. And that brings Paras Kharka to strike. Mind you, Paras Kharka loves playing the left arm off spinners.
He was hitting down the ground, and you can see with the field that was the stumping appeal. Malla's back foot clearly staying in. Real beauty from Zishan Maqsood. But long off, immediately out for Paras Kharka. Beauty. That's the turn and bounce that makes Zishan Maqsood such a threat. 16 overs gone.
So Mohammad Nadeem will continue. Got a wicket in the second over. Important wicket of Subhash Kakuril. He's slashed at it. Every ball now Gyanendra Malla has been facing is an eventful delivery. He's going after the bowling. Not minding to go in the air as well. Paras meanwhile has had a cautious start. 6 balls he's taken. He's all the hitting power, Paras Kharka. He can clear the boundary at ease, at will, but he'll need to settle down first. Has had a quiet couple of matches in this League 2.
Kadka just taking his time to get off the mark, and as you say, slightly quiet start. Here's the two starting 11s today. And a young man on ODI debut for Nepal, Kamal Singh Airi, but also a change for Oman. We've got him down as a batsman there, but we might see him bowl some off breaks as well for Oman. Mohammad Sanuth, particularly with the way the pitch is taking turn here. Kawarali is going to play a crucial role, the all-rounder. Pull shot, and that's going to be the first runs for Paris Kadka, and it's going to be a boundary for a misfield in the deep. The crowd love that. Kawarali's dived right over it. Paris Kadka loves the hook shot. He gets off the mark with a boundary.
Nadeem looking to do what Stevenson did yesterday to Paris Kadka. Dismissed Paris off a short delivery, not to be this time. Paris gets enough off his bat.
In fact, it wasn't Kawarali, it was Bilal Khan, and a real fast bowler's piece of fielding in the deep. Sprawling over it, it was the London Bridge came out. He hurdled, the ball flew through and was going to his weaker side, but that was a poor piece of fielding. Kadka gets away with a boundary. Powered into the leg side, it's going to be back-to-back boundaries. Nepal on the attack all of a sudden. How the crowd love that. 4-4 for Kadka.
Paris Kadka says, I've taken enough deliveries now, it's my turn, you fetch it. Let's have a look at the replay from another angle. Reflected from outside the line of off stump towards the mid-wicket region. And second boundary to Paris Kadka. The crowd going crazy now.
Yeah, perhaps the first time this entire week we've really seen bat on top of ball. We've had some really good games so far, but they've all been quite low scoring. The highest score made by Oman, chasing down America's 213 in the second game of the series. Nepal surely going to be targeting more than that now today. 9 wickets in hand, so much powerful batting to come. Paris Kadka can get going here. Could see the highest score of the week. Remember, he's the only man to make an ODI or T20I century for Nepal.
And that 100 against Singapore in Singapore came off just 52 deliveries. He smacked everybody out of the park that day. That kind of mood he was in. He's very capable of hitting big long shots. Likes going in the air as well. Doesn't mind going aerial. Strong both towards the off and on side.
Yeah, there's the two lineups again, and you can see plenty of options for Oman with the ball, but so many of them are seam options. Zishan Maksud and Kawarali going to be crucial. And I'm looking forward to seeing Mohammad Sanuth make his bow in this week's tournament. Pulled into the deep again. It's going to be a single this time. Into the 17th over. Kadka will keep the strike at 65 for 1.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ ल्याऊ अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ
ग्रेट दाइ
नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला
डोन्ट वरी ल
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन है
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै ब्याङ्कको एप हो यो
यहाँ बस आइसक्यो
राजीव छोरीको पनि स्कुलको फी तिर्नु थियो
अब अनलाइन ब्याङ्किङको लागि आफ्नो ब्याङ्कको मोबाइल एप डाउनलोड गर्नुहोस् मोबाइल साथमा ब्याङ्क हातमा
Now, to do the most dangerous job in the world, all he has to do is stay alive. undercover.
Action!
Barley top. Butter with loaded. Bharieko? Sorry. Sapana bharieko with buttery.
Got it!
Loaded with tasty buttery.
Line कति भइरहेछ?
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि यति buttery कि बोली चिप्लेको चिप्ले. Barley top. Buttery taste. Buttery sapana.
Back up!
दिल 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 चाहन्छ रियल बच्चाहरूको जब पार्टी होस् चुस्ती र तन्दुरुस्तीलाई अलि अलि चाहन्छ रियल फन चाहन्छ सबको मन चाहन्छ रियल
मौका चाहे जे होस् स्वाद स्वास्थ्य र खुशीको लागि रियलले पिलाउनुहोस्
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ
सर शाबाश
सेन्टर फ्रुट मुड बनाउँछ टिङ टङ
मेरो शीतलाई बुझ्ला कसले मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ दिला कसले यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कको साथ पाएँ कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कको
Starting to warm up in the middle because Gayendra Mala, the current captain, is being joined by the former captain Paris Katka. The first drinks break, it's been all the poll, 65 for 1. Katka just starting to look like he's really going to be ticking today. Remember, Oman won the toss and decided to bowl. There's a few shades of yesterday, really very similar game to the one that came against the USA that Nepal won.
It's a gamble. I'll say it's a gamble because the mid-on was inside the circle and Paras Khadka doesn't waste any time.
I said the Khadka looked like he's ticking today. You were talking to me off air, Sachin, about how much he loves playing left arm spin. Tiny little bit agricultural, front foot planted down, hoiked over the man at mid-on who's in the circle. Back live, just left alone outside the off stump. But if Zishan Maqsood is proving expensive, all of a sudden Oman have real problems.
The problem started when the three pieces were not able to take many wickets. Nearly took away Gyanendra Malla with this shot, Paras Khadka, and this is second boundary of Zishan Maqsood's over. Paras Khadka on fire.
That's why they love Paras Khadka so much here. The power that he shows down the ground. His partner Malla was nearly taken out by it. Look at this. To duck, he had the hand up. Luckily there was no contact made, so it flew away for 4 more. Pressure on Maqsood here. The former captain of Nepal really taking it to the current captain, and he's had to change his field. Mid-on has gone back to long on. Slower through the air, brave from Maqsood.
As I said, Paras Khadka loves left arm off spinners. He doesn't mind going against the turn, and also with the turn over extra cover or cover. We all know how much he loves playing the ball aerially.
Just going to be a single this time. Paras Khadka is absolutely brilliant at counting the number of balls in and over as well. He'll keep the strike. It's 74 for 1.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
आज गरेको जीवन बिमा नै भोलिको खुसियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
Ben Nevis Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
A little bit of panic setting into the Omani ranks. They've torn up game plan 1 and they've gone to plan B. It's Kawarali into the attack now, the leg spinner. No real help for the seamers this morning, so they're going to have to turn to their spinners. Kawarali, a beautiful leg break bowler, bowling from the pavilion end. Took a T20I hat-trick just a few months ago in the Oman Pentangular Series, building up.
Paras Karka pulls it towards the mid-wicket region. Does he have enough? Oh, that's another boundary for Paras. Should have been a bit of effort there in the deep. But Paras Karka is now cutting it loose.
Yeah, the real struggles for Oman continue, not just with the ball in the field. Yet another misfield, Jatinder Singh. He got a hand to it, but he just couldn't drag it back in from the rope. Paras Khadka looks in a real mood today, inspired perhaps by the maiden ODI win on home soil. You can see there was turn. The length too short from Kawarali. The pull shot dragged into the leg side. Slip remains in place, there is spin on offer. Really good batting from Khadka. Flies up the boundary with a single, brings Mala back onto strike.
And also Paras Karka has a long reach. He's a very tall man, 6'2". He uses the crease brilliantly. Doesn't mind even coming down the track. Such a dangerous batsman, especially against spin. As Paras Karka, and Gyanendra Malla silently has moved off to 34 or 49. He's also looking in an aggressive mood. This time Gyanendra Malla has got strike after 2 overs.
Really good from Mala. Just gets through, rotates the strike. The cloud's starting to clap every run now. Kawarali a little bit unlucky, couldn't restrict it from the single. And this is really the first time this entire week the bat is starting to dominate ball. You can see there Khadka pulling that one into the deep, just trickling over the rope. The despairing dive of Jatinder Singh. Seven runs coming from that first Kawarali over. At the end of 19, Nepal 81 for 1.
निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील।
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
बाबालाई खोप लागो?
पापाको पेट कटाउन सियानीको।
अब त छोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो। बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ। आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ।
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ। यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य।
But the way Paras Karka is approaching his innings is something Oman should be really scared of.
And the panic is because Ishan Maqsood has held together this Oman bowling attack. 3 for 30 and 2 for 29 from his full 10 over allocation so far. He's the leading wicket taker in the tournament. After just 3 overs, he's got none for 22 at the moment. Paul can continue to attack him. Really put them into the ascendancy here. Run rate's gone over 4 and over for the first time. Paul fans dreaming of a total well above maybe 250. He lost the toss and being inserted to bat.
When Paras Karka is facing a spinner, you always feel that he's going to do something. come down the track, move on the back foot and produce that majestic pull shot. Full toss this time, beat it on flight, Paras. Rare occasion when Paras does not put a bad delivery away.
Yeah, strange piece of cricket there. It was certainly flighted from Maqsood. Probably could have been taken on the full toss, but late drift and dip deceiving Paraskatka. Misfields continue from Oman. They've been sloppy so far today. Maqsood fighting back with 5 dots here. He will close out a maiden, so good fight back. It's going to get us to the 20th over. It's 81 for 1.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील।
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लकेट, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार।
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड।
20 overs gone here in this game 4 of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2. We'll have a change in the commentary box. I'll pass over to Bramber Dahal. He'll be joined after this delivery by Ayush Gatam, who's had a mad dash across from an exam to get here. And he's got a big smile on his face. Over to the boys.
Thank you, Andrew. Very good morning, Prarambha, and welcome to the commentary box. And that's a big hit by Paras Kharka. What a welcome for us in the commentary box.
Nepal dealing in boundaries at the moment.
The fuller length created some room for him, and a beautiful shot there by Paras Kharka on long on.
After the fall of Subhas Kokurel, Nepal beginning to build a very good partnership between Gyanendra and Paras. Another shot. There's a fielder down there. Paras has so far scored 31 runs of 29 deliveries, while Gyanendra Malla is well set, scoring 36 of 52.
And this is what Paras loves playing, fearless cricket. He takes some time in the front to settle down. And when he's settled, it's hard to get out. What an innings.
Indeed, Ayush, Nepal, after losing the toss, were put to bat, and they batted quite well.
And Gyanendra Malla is happy playing the supportive role. He's on the other end, Paras Kharka. He's looking in blistering form today.
That one beat the keeper and is running down the ground. The fielder just on time. 2 runs for Nepal.
It was a googly. Missed the batsman, missed the gloves, and 4 runs added to the total of Nepal.
At the end of the 21st over, Nepal quite comfortable at 93 for 1. If you've just tuned in to Kandivur Television SD, you're watching the live broadcast of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2 match between Nepal and Oman. Nepal had previously lost against Oman in the first match.
That is slip in place. Oman definitely looking to break this partnership.
The way Paras and Gyanendra have batted has certainly added confidence to this pair and in the rest of the team as well. They're playing good shots. There's a bit of midfield. Oman have not been quite good on the field this morning.
Well, he's playing according to the field set. He's playing with the fielder's mind, Paras Khadka.
There's a replay of the shot. It's still quite cold in Kathmandu. This time the fielder does well.
If you look at the previous two games that Oman have played against Nepal and America, Jisan Maksud was leading the side. He was the pick of the bowlers, and today no wicket for him. This is certainly putting some pressure on Oman's bowler.
In fact, the captain against the captain. Well, Jishan, like you said, Ayush, he has been very impressive. He has so far taken 17 wickets from 8 matches in the Cricket World Cup League 2 so far. If the best bowler in the team is not being able to pick crucial wickets, it means that the opposition has imposed authority. Finds the gap, Gyanendra right there.
Just a single, mid-off area. That's the end of 22nd over. Nepal are 97 for the loss of 1 wicket.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Action.
Parley top. Butter with loaded. Bhariyeko? Sorry. Sapana bhariyeko with buttery.
Got it.
Loaded with tasty buttery.
Line गल्ती भइरहेछ.
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि ती buttery कि बोले चिप्लेको चिप्ले. Parley top. Buttery taste. Buttery sapana.
Back up.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Funds for the Red Cross bushfire appeal. Gyanendra, very confident with his effort there, gets a boundary, moves to 44, 6 runs short of his half century.
It's just pleased to your eyes when Gyanendra Malla is batting on his peak form. Look at that shot, Prarambha.
Very comfortable, stays in the crease, smashes it for a boundary.
Flighted ball, best in. And Gyanendra Malla, brilliant cover drive.
This one turns away from him, but he still gets a single, moves to 45. The crowd is gradually beginning to increase at the Triveni University Cricket Stadium in Kirtipur, Kathmandu. That was Paras there, finds the gap. It's another boundary for the former Nepal captain.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelt. We are ready to take off the way Paras Khadka is batting at the moment.
If you're in and around Triveni University Cricket Stadium, you would not want to miss the action right in front of your eyes. Looks like we're all set for a run feast today. Another one, Paras, but this time there's a fielder in the cow corner.
Well, Jisan has placed his two-fielder in long off and long on. He knows Paras loves playing in those V areas. That is his strong zone as well.
Leaves it for good, Gyanendra this time. 10 runs from this cover early over. He's gone for quite plenty so far, Ayush.
Well, definitely. They're not giving any time to settle to the bowlers.
The end of the 23rd over, Nepal very comfortable so far, 107 for the loss of 1 wicket.
निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Mohammad Nadeem from the Tovar end, after a brief spell from spinners, has not produced anything for Oman. That's a top edge, and that's unlucky. Unlucky. Paras Khatka was batting so well before this. He goes out, caught in mid-on.
Just in, the bowling change has worked for Oman. Paras Khatka trying to play that pull shot, could not connect it well.
Here in the replay,
it was in the lower part of the bat.
Edges it. The ball of skies, and Sandeep is right there next. It looked very comfortable.
Big blow for Nepal. But a brilliant innings from Paras Khatka.
Nepal.
Action.
Barley top. Butter with loaded. Bharieko? Sorry. Sapana bharieko with buttery.
Got it.
Loaded with tasty buttery.
Line गल्ती भइरहेछ.
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि यति बटरी कि बोले चिप्लेको चिप्ले. Barley top. Buttery taste. Buttery sapana. दिल 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 चाहन्छ रियल. बच्चाहरूको जब पार्टी होस् चुस्ती र तन्दुरुस्तीलाई अलि अलि चाहन्छ रियल. फन चाहन्छ सबको मन चाहन्छ रियल. मौका चाहे जे होस्, स्वाद स्वास्थ्य र खुशीको लागि रियल नै पिलाउनुहोस्.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
Nepal Dipendra Singh Aire joins his chief Gyanendra Malla at the crease. Gyanendra is well set, has scored 45 runs of 63 deliveries. Dipendra here needs to build a partnership because Nepal already have a solid foundation. They stand comfortable at 187 for the loss of 2 wickets in 23.1 overs. Paras, he probably played the shot a bit too early.
That was good bowling change from Jishan Maqsood. And a good delivery by Nadeem. If you pitch it fuller to Paras Khatka, he'll hit you in long on, long off.
And what a tournament Nadeem has been having so far. Man of the match in 2 previous matches. And he has broken a very crucial partnership. Ooh, that was another good delivery by Nadeem right there. The wicket of Paras Khatka again on his screen. Wanted to go for it. Didn't time it well, didn't connect it well. And that was a comfortable catch for Sandeep out there in mid-on.
In previous 2 games, Nepal, middle order supported very well. They took the responsibility. But today, if you talk about today's game, Prarambha, Gyanendra Malla and Paras Khatka have built that foundation for middle orders to come and open their arms.
It appeared as if it was a good toss to lose. After losing the toss, Nepal, the early overs were quite slow, but after that, after especially the fall of Subhas Khokrel, who still did well in his 22 runs, the introduction of Paras Khatka alongside Gyanendra meant and saw Nepal produce some brilliant boundaries. Nadeem, so far a wicket and 2 dot balls in this 4th over. Another top edge, unlucky. Something is not going well for Nepal. The vice captain Dipendra Singh Aire goes for a duck.
It was not needed. Dipendra Singh Aire should have just rotated the strike and give it the strike to Gyanendra Malla.
And the main man for Oman in the series, that was just what we were talking about. Nadeem picks 2 crucial wickets in his 4th over. Nepal down to 187 for the loss of 2 wickets in 24th over.
And both wicket in short ball. Paras Khatka also trying to play the pull shot. Dipendra Singh Aire.
What is he trying to do there? He didn't need to do it.
Skyward Google Android TV. Lead the future.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
मेरो सिपलाई बुझ्ला कसले, मेरो जाँगरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले, सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ दिला कसले? यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कको साथ पाएँ। कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
A situation not too similar to like that of yesterday, but still, Abhishek has this opportunity. His captain is well set. However, Ganendra himself has not faced many deliveries in like the most recent times. He has been off the strike, so that might also create an impact. Ganendra should not lose focus, however.
Nadeem getting some movement from the pitch. A bit of surprise, a new batsman is in. I think there should be a slip in place to apply some pressure over Arif.
Last ball of Nadeem over. Two wickets and a maiden. No, it's not a maiden. There's a single for Arif. Off the mark, Nepal 108 for the loss of 3 wickets in 24 overs.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार
SR Steel.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
Every minute, every day something is changing. Time is flying. Start thinking like successful people do. Whatever you want to do it now. You need to decide what you want to be. Success is not accidental. It is a decision you have to make now. A decision that will change impossible into possible. Stop wasting time. Focus your mind for better future.
Thinking of higher education abroad? Visit Global Reach and feel the difference. Global Reach. Education matters.
If you had changed channel or missed the action, Nepal lost 2 wickets without adding a single run when their scoreboard had 107 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. A 50-run stand between Ganendra and Paras was ended by Nadeem. In the very same over, he also picked another important wicket of Dipendra Singh Arya, the vice-captain of Nepal.
What a tournament Nadeem is having at the moment. Man of the match in previous 2 games and picked up an important wicket of Paras Khatka.
Paras was looking set, he was going for the shots, he was finding the gaps, he was getting lucky as well with some misfields from Oman. But the catch by Sandeep ended his brief but fantastic stay at the crease.
Now all eyes on the skipper Ganendra Malla.
Jishan Makshood, the captain of Oman, bowling from the pavilion end to Ganendra, the captain of Nepal. There's a bit of bad there. Jishan had appealed for a leg before.
Jishan Maksud, skipper from Oman.
Takes a single, Ganendra there, moves on to 46.
Well done. And this could be a good option for Nepal at the moment. Rotate strike as much as possible. Arif Sheikh need to give strike to Ganendra Malla. Can take some time to settle down in the middle.
A partnership between these two is very important for Nepal right now. Arif Sheikh finds the gap. It's gone around for the boundary. And halfway through, Nepal are 114 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Sir, middle please.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
And the Best Actor Award goes to Anmol Casey.
What makes a man? That he has the X factor. That he has pro style.
I have the X factor. I have.
Has picked 3 wickets. All 3 of Nepal have gone to Nadeem. Ganga plays to fine leg. The scorecard on his screen. Nadeem, the pick of the Omanis bowlers. Subhas Kukuril was trapped leg before. Following which Paras Khatka was looking so good on 38. Miscued the shot. Took it topless. Almost identical out was Deependra. That's an edge and it runs down, but there's a fielder in the third man.
And that I was talking in the previous over, Praram, but you need to play him slip for the new batsman Arif Sheikh if you want to apply pressure over Arif. And Nadeem is getting some movement out of the pitch.
Indeed he is. He is making things difficult for Nepal at the moment. Arif and Gandra need to play sensible cricket and build up a partnership, because the other batsmen that are yet to come, Kushal, and then we've got Nepal has got Binod. Karan Casey can hit some shots. Sandeep Lamichhane is there. So partnership out here is very important for Nepal. Plays off the leg. Gyanendra moves on to 49 with his 2 runs out there.
Gyanendra Malla moving close towards his half-century. Scored a half-century against Kenya in ICC World Cricket League Championship that was held in TU Cricket Ground.
The crowd already on the position, ready to celebrate the half-century of Gyanendra. Gyanendra is on 49 of 69 deliveries. Nadeem has given away 4 runs so far in his 3 balls. There's an ace and it's a boundary. Gyanendra got lucky there, and it's half-century for Gyanendra Malla, the captain of Nepal. The crowd raises his bat. Gyanendra to the crowd, first of all to his teammates at the dugout.
Brilliant 50 for Gyanendra Malla.
Second one-day international half-century for Nepal captain, who's leading from the front, setting examples.
And it's just pleased to your eyes when Gyanendra Malla is batting in his peak form. The most technical sound batsman in the Nepali cricket team.
It is his highest one-day international score. Previously he had scored 51. A comfortable shot there.
Good bowling, good bowling. His first half-century was against Netherlands. The first ODI that we played as an ODI nation.
It was in Amstelveen on the 1st of August in 2018.
And what a way to bring your half-century in front of your home crowd.
Ooh, beaten there, Arif Sheikh. The end of the 26th over. Nepal 1-2-3 4-3.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
मेरो शीतलाई बुझ्ला कसले, मेरो जाँगरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले, सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ देला कसले। यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ बैंकको साथ पाएँ। कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल SME कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
So Gyanendra leading from the front. The Nepal captain has scored his second one-day international half-century. The one bowling card on his screen right now. The only successful bowler so far, Mohammad Nadeem, has picked 3 wickets, giving away 24 runs with a maiden from his 5 overs.
Bilal Khal have been impressive. Today 5 over 1 maiden, just conceded 11 runs. Not picked up any wicket.
Gyanendra looks comfortable after scoring his first half-century as the captain of Nepal.
And what a way to bring the half-century. First one-day international in your home soil, in front of the home crowd.
It's his second one-day international in Nepal. In fact, it is the third one-day international for Nepal at home. Bilal has so far been economic, but has not taken any wicket so far.
Scored a half-century against Kenya, ICC World Cricket League Championship that was held in Nepal. At the time, he was the captain. Paras Kharka was injured at the time, and Gyanendra Malla was given the responsibility of captain, and it was in second match that he scored 50 against Kenya.
Ducks. That one from Bilal. Arif Sheikh has scored 7 runs from 8 balls. He needs to stay there at the crease alongside his skipper Gyanendra and help Nepal build another partnership, because there are power hitters in the batting lineup that have yet to bat in the first innings here. Plays in the gap. Arif, sensible cricket. Gets a single.
Arif can take some time in the middle. He's an experienced player, man who's set in the middle, Gyanendra Malla. You can give him the strike, take some time. We are the non-striker end. It's the best place to watch the game, from the non-striker end.
Indeed.
I remember Mahendra Singh Dhoni saying this is the best place to watch the game when Yuvraj Singh scored 6 sixes in an over against England.
The umpire calls it a wide.
Look at that bounce, Prarambha. But you don't expect this sort of bounce into your cricket ground.
Indeed, it's also the height with which Bilal bowls, his release point, the place, his line and length gets him that sort of bounce.
And why today Bilal is so economic? He's bowling according to the field set. The third man inside the circle, short cover, mid-off fielder is bowling in that outside off area. He's not giving any room to the batsman.
No runs are there. End of 27th over. Nepal 126 runs for the loss of 3 wickets.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
Arif Sheikh at the crease. He'll be facing some music from Nadeem. He's bowling from Tovar end. The Oman talisman has picked 3 wickets in his 5 overs so far. He's given away 24 runs. Nepal, in their remaining match of the series, will play against the United States of America. The match is slated for Wednesday.
Arif Sheikh has been proving himself in the domestic leagues.
Nadeem not giving any room out there to Arif, who's relatively new to the crease. In quite contrast to his skipper, Kanandra Mullah, who scored 55 runs from 74 deliveries. Kanandra himself would want to go ahead and make it large. Two dot balls to begin the 28th over. Plays off the back foot, finds the filter. Runs have relatively dried for Nepal following the departure of Paras Khadka. Nepal lost quick wickets. Defender Singh Aire stayed at the crease, did not trouble the scorecard, was out for a duck.
I remember one National One-Day tournament that was held in Trivandrum University Cricket Ground, and Arif was representing region number 2 Birgans, and Birgans was in a similar sort of situation. They were 31 for 4 at one stage, and a brilliant partnership between Amit Shrestha and Arif Sheikh. They won that final of that National One-Day tournament, and Arif was adjudged the player of the series for that brilliant knock in the tournament.
So Arif's got talent and potential. All he needs to do is be patient and play to the merit of the deliveries. What an opportunity for Arif Sheikh out here to build up a partnership and make a statement.
You can bat easily because at the other end you have your skipper. He's looking in good form today. He's already scored 55 out of 74 deliveries.
Pulls it, but there's a fielder. Just a single for Arif. 2 runs from this Nadeem over.
I was talking about Arif Sheikh's performance in that one-day national tournament. He was as a player of the series. He scored 261 runs in that tournament and picked up 11 wickets.
That was quite a comfortable pull for Arif. Was it Kanandra? Good delivery to end this over. Nepal won at 28 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in 28 overs.
Good chain, guys. Good chain, guys.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
Akib Ilyas, the new man, coming from pavilion, and
the batting all-rounder Aqib Ilyas has scored the most runs in the tournament. 396 runs from the 8 matches in the league so far. Gyanendra.
Again, bowling change has worked for Oman.
The very first delivery of Aqib Ilyas's over. Gyanendra Malla, who was all set, or was
a big blow for Nepal. Aqib Ilyas gave some room to Gyanendra Malla to free his arms. Gyanendra Malla trying to cut the ball, not connected well. Straight into the fielder's hand. Nadeem was the man. What a day he's having at the moment.
All action for Oman has been revolving around Nadeem. Nepal 128 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in 28 overs.
Batsman in, please, batsman in.
New batsman in the center is just number 55. The world record holder, Kushan Malla.
चलो यार guys.
Which includes the likes of Saeed Afridi and Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar.
But the bowling change is working for Oman.
Kushal. There was an edge to the catch. There was an opportunity, but the wicket keeper made a mess of it.
Aqib is disappointed. Look at him. Look at him. Big mistake from Suraj Kumar.
Aqib Ilyas could have had 2 wickets in the span of only 3 deliveries, but Suraj did not judge it well.
It's always said that fortune favors the brave. We have seen in yesterday's game as well.
Dropped at knot. Kushal Malla probably will take this opportunity to go on and score big. Goes for the slug, misses it, but the ball is still going to run away for 4 runs. Reaches straight away to the grandstand. Signals off the bat, a bit of inside edge out there.
Kushal Malla trying to go over deep mid wicket, not connected well.
He's not going to take any time to get himself adapted to the conditions. He's just willing to go for the shots from the word go. A bit of misfield, but there's no run for Nepal. The end of the 29th over, 4 runs and a wicket from Aqib Ilyas. First over, Nepal wanted 32 runs for the loss of 4 wickets.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
मेरो सीपलाई बुझ्ला कसले मेरो जाँगर
Getting some movement out of the pitch. You can place a slip, remove your mid-off so that you can force Arif Sheikh to play the drive and get him caught in the slip. That could be an option for Nadeem.
Well, after the spinners failed to produce anything substantial for Oman, they went to their go-to bowler Nadeem. who made an instant impact, and Nepal in a bit of a trouble after such a brilliant start to the innings. Wide 32 runs. In fact, 33 runs with that single for the loss of 4 wickets. Kushal Malla and Arif Sheikh at the crease. This young pair needs to stay for around 10 overs and give that platform for the remaining batsmen.
Left hand, right hand combination for Nepal at the moment. And now Nadeem need to change his line and length.
Kushal Malla at the crease. He is not gonna take much pressure. He's gonna play his natural game. Full toss, finds the gap, runs away for 4.
Brilliant placement there by Kushal Malla. Between the fielder of cover and mid-off. Sunday put in some dive but could not stop the ball. And look at this guy, confidence.
He's taken off right from the position where he had walked away from the crease yesterday. Looks quite in form.
Well, he's carrying the confidence of the previous match.
When asked about his reason for not celebrating his half-century yesterday at the post-match press conference, what Kushal Malla said was his team was not in a good situation and he wanted to score a century on his debut. He would have celebrated had he had reached the landmark.
And this is what I love about Kushal Malla. He respects the good ball as well. He's not going after each and every deliveries.
Sensible cricket from Kushal. And Arif also appears to be adapting to the conditions. These both batsmen can bat long. Five runs from the 4 balls by Nadeem in his 7th over so far. He wanted to go for it. A swing and a miss. Kushal Malla. He's going to play his natural game. There's something about this guy. He's not bothered by the pressure the opponent are trying to impose on him. He stamps his own authority. A wild swing and a miss right there.
Last ball of the over.
Nadeem, after almost going there for the delivery, returns. Slow delivery. Finds the gap for a single. Kushal Malla. End of the 30th over. Nepal won at 38 runs for the loss of 4 wickets.
Is our steel.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
Action!
Parley top. Butter with loaded. Bharieko? Sorry. Sapana bharieko with buttery.
Got it.
Loaded with tasty buttery.
Line गल्ती भइरहेछ.
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि यति buttery कि बोले चिप्लेको चिप्ले. Parley top. Buttery taste. Buttery sapana.
Back up! Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
At the end of the 30 overs, Nepal have scored 138 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. The projected score at 230. A brief change in the commentary box. Andrew Leonard will be joined by a special guest.
Yeah, thank you, Paramba. What a 10 overs the two boys had, because it's been pretty much all action in that period. Wickets, runs, chances, drop catches, Game turning with almost every single delivery. And as Paramba said, delighted to be joined by a special guest. Got Paul Radley to my right, one of the press corps. He's come across from the UAE where he's based, writing for the national newspaper. Paul, how are you doing?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Andrew. Really, really glad to be here. I think we've discussed a few times, haven't we, what a privilege it is to be here this week for this series.
Paul, one of a press corps of about 150, but just 2 foreign journalists in that 150, generally all locals. Peter De La Pena of ESPN Cricinfo and Paul Radley of the national newspaper based out of Dubai. And a bit of an associate cricket expert as well, Paul. We see Aki bowling some leg breaks as well. Paul, you've been writing some pieces on Nepal cricket here this week. There's a real following for it around the world.
Absolutely. Fair to say, it's a little bit of traction online for us, the Nepal audience, from when we write stories about Nepal cricket. But yeah, I think also bears mentioning that it's an important series. UAE aren't involved, but UAE are involved in this tournament. So obviously my main focus is UAE cricket. So there will be much more than passing interest in this series there.
Mala just works that one down to long off for a single. You were writing a piece on Kushal Mali yesterday. What a story, 15 years of age, a world record holder now.
Incredible story, yeah. Skipping school. This is great fun, isn't it? Just take a couple of months off school to play some cricket.
Big turning leg break's going to finish the 31st over. It won't, because Shamshuddin said that one's turned too much. Gives a wide single outside the off stump. Very much a new string to his bow, these leg breaks. Another wide back to back. Like any part-time leg spinner, a little bit of everything being thrown in.
A bit of experience there for you, Lenny. I'm going to try going back to his off breaks the way these last 2 balls have gone.
And he finishes with a good one. Elongated 31st over. It's 143 for 4.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टिल।
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँले अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन।
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
Yeah, back live, and it's a drinks break. Here, the second drinks break. Nepal right on top. 162 for 4. Remember, they lost the toss this morning, and they decided Oman does.
Now, to do the most dangerous job in the world, all he has to do is stay alive.
Here, 3 years of guaranteed ODI cricket for all these 7 teams. Replaces quite a well-loved competition, actually. World Cricket League, I know obviously you had a lot of experience of seeing very interesting, compelling, really compelling series in World Cricket League. This has got a slightly different feel to it than those series. Doesn't feel like there's quite so much jeopardy.
I'm just going to cut you off because we were talking about Kushal Mala's sixes just before the drinks break there. And here's some of them from yesterday. That was a mighty blow against America. America were right on top, 49 for 5. Nepal were, as you said, Paul, not many sides fight back from that position. And he's followed it up with 2 more today already. 15 years of age in at number 6. Maybe looking for back-to-back 50s. But I suppose the format of this competition is a really fair one. 126 matches over the course of 2.5 years, and the top 3 of the 7 sides will advance to the Cricket World Cup qualifier then. And who's to say that one of those 3 sides couldn't go on to India 2023?
Yeah, and also not a lot is lost by failing in this league. If you're in the bottom 4, you've got a chance through repechage to go to the qualifier anyway, so it's like a second chance. And the fact is, you've got 2.5 years of guaranteed competitive ODI cricket. So the sides that make it to the qualifier will be so much better off for that.
Yeah, I've got Paul Radley here. Great to have him in the box. Just in case you're wondering, he's not my brother. He does look a little bit like me.
It's like Wright said, Fred haven't shaved.
Irishman here and the Englishman, Paul Radley. Paul, how long have you been in Dubai working for the National?
I've been in Dubai for 15 years. That jumper is the only one I own. It never gets cold in Dubai. Had it on all week because it's very fresh here in Nepal. Yeah, been 15 years covering cricket in the Middle East, and cricket specifically UAE related and Asian cricket, and with us, luckily enough, had a special focus on coming teams like Afghanistan obviously in that period, and such like UAE and Nepal now, Asian teams, and obviously Oman just across the border as well.
Yeah, see a change in bowling. We're going to see the end of the spin experiment with Mohammad Sanuth. Go to Bilal Khan's left arm seam around the wicket. This is a good move. Get your most experienced bowler into the attack. He starts with one slightly over pitched, and just really good bit of fielding. The rise of Oman cricket has been quite an extraordinary one over the last half dozen years or so.
Very much so. I don't think they get spoken about nearly as much as if you look at all the other teams in this series. There's a lot of reasons to find a lot of interest in a lot of the other teams. United States top of the league at present. Obviously, they're a country that cricket has sort of wanted to do well for quite a while because of the potential, I suppose, in that country.
Good batting from Mala, just works it into the leg side for a single.
Nepal too have an unrivaled fan following. UAE probably got the best facilities anywhere, and a very interesting story in associate cricket. Papua New Guinea too have got an intriguing story as well. So Oman don't always warrant the attention in terms of their stories, perhaps not quite as captivating as some of the other nations.
Short ball from Bilal Khan, ducked under by Arif Sheikh. It's going to be signalled wide. I think potentially signalled wide on line rather than height, so going down the leg side. Bilal Khan not happy. We were covering the T20 World Cup qualifier, which unfortunately neither nor the USA were at. They couldn't get through their sub-regional, showing the real depth in talent in associate cricket in modern years. It was a great tournament, one that we'll see the likes of Oman go on and represent the associates down in Australia in about 8-9 months' time.
Yeah, again, another trip to that tournament for them. And they've also been doing well in 50-over cricket, top level on points at least, with the United States in this competition. I was talking to one of their players, actually, Jatinder Singh, after they won the first match on tour here, about whether they're frustrated by the fact they don't get spoken about quite as frequently as the other teams. And he said, no, not at all. It's all down to us. Basically, if we win more, we will get more attention. And I think they actually don't mind sort of flying under the radar a little bit.
More use of the short ball from Bilal Khan, freshening up the 15-year-old. I suppose the good thing about the upcoming T20 World Cup this year is that 2 sides will get through the initial group stages and progress on to the Super 12, so a really strong chance of the likes of an Oman or a Scotland or maybe even a Papua New Guinea getting through and getting 5 games against the Test Nations in the Super 12.
Possibly, yeah. It still won't be that easy with, I think it's Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, is it? The 2 sides who are obviously quite strong, get a lot of competitive cricket between now and then themselves.
More pleasing drives from Mala straight to mid-off. Yeah, Ireland will be in there as well, my country, and no Zimbabwe. Of course, Zimbabwe suspended, missed out on the qualifier. And the big story, I suppose, for Nepal and the USA will be trying to get back for the 2021 T20 World Cup, which will be in India. So that's the T20 format, but it's all about the ODI format here for the moment. Men's Cricket World Cup League 2 action here in Kathmandu. Which of the sides has impressed you the most, Paul? We'll come back to that after this ad break. It's 166 for 4. Ilyas's bag of tricks is going to continue. I was just asking you, Paul, before the break there, which of the 7 sides has impressed you the most? You've seen quite a lot of this league so far.
Yeah, it's Oman, actually. I think they've got a very well-balanced side. They've got extremely good seam bowler leading the attack. Bilal Khan's fantastic.
And a big appeal. And absolute silence indicates another wicket for Aqib Ilyas. The umpire hasn't got the finger up, but he's decided to trot off because he snuck it straight to first slip. A little bit blinding for us with the sunlight. On the end of Kushal Mala's innings, Aqib Ilyas holds the arms out aloft. Deathly silence falls across the TU cricket ground. The 5th wicket falls for Nepal. Mala falls for 28, a great cameo from him. Nepal 167 for 5.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
हामी जहाँ जान्छौँ त्यहाँ राजधानी केवल हाम्रो ठाउँमा राजधानी राजधानी हाम्रो हो राजधानी राजधानी हाम्रै हो राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा राजधानी हाम्रो हो
एक्चुअली राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा आउनुपर्छ
राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा आउनुपर्छ भनेर हुन्छ हाम्रो ठाउँमा हो राजधानी हेर्नुस् तपाईहरु धेरै कुरा नगर्नुस् राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा आउनुपर्छ मैले भनिसकेको छु कि राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा आउनुपर्छ ओके 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 राजधानी सबैलाई चाहिन्छ र सबैका लागि हो राजधानी त्यसैले ल्याएका छौं राजधानी पीपीसी सिमेन्ट तपाईको ठाउँ हाम्रो राजधानी
विकास सम्भव छ मजबुत निर्माणले मजबुत निर्माण बन्छ अम्बे स्टिल्स जे बन्छ दिगो बन्छ.
He's bowling off breaks to the left-handers and leg breaks to the right-handers. Binod Bandari will have to square up to this real box of tricks from Aqib Ilyas.
Just look at those figures, 2 for 13 midway through his 4th over. It's been a, like you say, licorice all sorts.
was just asking you before, you feel Oman possibly the strongest side? Who else would you say might take the two qualification spots?
Well, United States started very well, but you just get the impression that something's not right with them presently. So perhaps they'll find themselves eking back toward, or lurching back towards the middle of the pack. Maybe Scotland, I think you'd look at it and think that they were the most established side.
Yeah, there's the wicket. It was a short delivery. Rag square, and closes out. Another wicket for Oman. End of the 35th, Nepal 167 for 5. Rotating his bowlers, and he's going to get the spinners back on. Bilal Khan's effort from the Chobar end was a short one. Kaurali will bowl his leg breaks. He's been expensive so far, just 3 overs, none for 25. Kadka particularly harsh on him. Andrew Leonard here bringing these pictures with Kantapur TV HD Live right the way around the world. Wherever you're watching, you can watch it on KantapurTV.com. I've got Paul Radley with me from the national newspaper. We're just talking over before about this league and who the 3 qualifiers might be. You've picked Oman as one. Who else would the other 2 be?
Well, Scotland, I think you'd definitely think that they've got the strength in depth, strong first team as well, experienced batsmen. They'd have to be up there. So those 2 perhaps, and then any one of the rest. Obviously, we're only seeing Nepal in their 3rd match here in the tournament, and as such, it's difficult to get a gauge on exactly how they're going to do. They've got an amazing array of young talent. So you'd have to think that they might be in the conversation too.
Yeah, the table has a slightly misbalanced look to it as well.
Yeah, it does. Because USA have played 10 matches and Nepal have only played 2, so it's difficult to get much of a steer on, certainly Nepal at least.
Beautifully bowled by Kaurali, sharp turn again, and
just note the glove work there. Suraj Kumar, I think he's one of the best I've seen in this competition. Brilliant gloveman.
Yeah, keepers often the unsung heroes.
It's going to caught that one.
It's going to close out the 36th over. Nepal 168 for 5.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ ल्याऊ अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ
ग्रेट दाइ
नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै ब्याङ्क
Leg spin from both ends really now, because Aki Bilias is essentially bowling leg breaks and leg breaks only to the right-handers. 2 right-handers at the crease, but this sharp turn we're seeing, Paul, I don't think Nepal are going to mind that.
Yeah, absolutely exactly what I was just thinking. If they can get a score anything above 200, 220, they're definitely in the game, as we saw yesterday. I think Oman would definitely be more adept at playing the slow bowlers than the United States were yesterday, but still, even good players of spin would be struggling against the high quality spin attack that Nepal have got on a pitch that's turning this much.
Yeah, that's why I was just a little bit surprised to see Lalit Rajbanshi not brought into the 11. Just the one change for Nepal today. Debutant Kamal Singh Airi has come in place of Avinash Bahar, who hasn't had a good couple of days, probably more renowned in the T20 format. Down the leg side, going to be signalled wide.
It's strange that he's bowling these leg breaks, I must say. I mean, you can see the thinking, leg breaks to right-handed batsman, but you need to be consistent with it.
He's been the opposite of consistent throughout his spells, really, Aki Bilias, but hugely effective. He's taken wickets in each of the 3 ODIs here. Perhaps the surprise element for the batsman. The bowler doesn't quite know where they're going either. It's good confident batting from Arif Sheikh. Paul, we've seen every side really capable of beating each other in this 7-team league as well. PNG the only one yet to get off the mark.
Yeah, I think it's amazing how quickly sides get in and out of form. UAE have come into this tournament. You'd have thought that they'd have been up there with Scotland actually as one of the better established sides, but UAE came into this competition under a major cloud.
We'll come back to that. 172 for 5.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Trial by leg spin continues for the home side here. They're in a good position though, still 13 overs to go. Maybe try to look at well in excess of 220. It's 250 too distant to target, Paul.
Never can tell with this team, can you, Andy? They've got it within their capabilities. Binod coming off an excellent innings yesterday. If he can be there with a sort of 5 to go, I think that 250 could well be within their reach.
Sweep shot from Bandari, and he's hit that behind square, and he's hit it all the way for 4. It's the longest part of the ground. Really good use of the sweep. Kaur Ali's proved so expensive so far. I thought he was going to be one of the bowlers to watch this week, but he hasn't been able to find any consistency in his lengths. Punished here by Bandari, who played such a crucial hand yesterday against the USA.
Yeah, I think him and Kushal Mali yesterday repaired the Nepal innings against the United States and probably won the game for them, really.
I think the headlines were about Mala, but Bandari's innings was equally crucial.
And then somebody else entirely won the Man of the Match award.
Nice to see bowlers win the Man of the Match for a change. Another sweep shot. This sweep shot has gone finer though. Really good placement will get him back for 2, despite the best efforts of Mohammad Nadeem. With all this Kushal Mala hype, the talk about Arif Sheikh has probably flown a little bit under the radar, but so much young talent here from Nepal.
And another 19-year-old debutant today as well.
Yeah, that's in the shape of Kamal Singh. We'll see him bowl some seam later on. Not sure how much he'll get to bowl on his debut because of the prevalence of spin bowling here. The TU ground in Kathmandu. This is the first time we've used a pitch that has already been played on this week. And you can see it's definitely turning more than any of the first 3 ODIs.
Just wonder whether they'll, like they did yesterday, start with Sandeep Lamichhane.
Down the leg side, that'll be signalled wide. Yeah, just wonder, is Lamichhane heating up? No wickets the first game, 2 for yesterday. Could have been more. Are we in line for a Lamichhane
yeah,
4 or 5?
It definitely feels that way, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. I think, in actual fact, you can see the merit in him taking the
short ball, attempted pull shot. Suraj Kumar can't lay goal on that. 38 gone. It's 180 for 5.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day. Skyward air conditioners, your air, we care.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ ल्याऊ अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ
ग्रेट दाइ
नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन है
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै ब्याङ्कको एप हो यो
यहाँ बस आइसक्यो
So 12 overs remain. Nepal 180 for 5. The highest score we've seen in the entire week's been 214 from Oman. So Nepal definitely in the ascendancy. And the plan of bowling first was really based around their pace trio rolling out Nepal. It hasn't quite worked.
No, Nepal, they started slowly. I don't know whether supporters might have been getting a bit nervous at that point. They were going at 2.5, 3 and over at the start of the innings, but I thought the openers actually did a really good job. Because these 9:30 a.m. starts, you can see why the two opposition or two touring teams have opted for that, seam bowlers and stick the opposition in.
Is there a case that Oman perhaps not learning the lessons from USA's mistakes yesterday? USA went very seam heavy, even though they had them 49 for 5. Then when the chase came about, it was all Nepal.
Yeah, sorry to sit on the fence on that one, Lenny, but I think literally only time will tell, because they might be confident in their batting and chasing, chasing whatever target they're set. You would think, like, accepted knowledge would.
Sweep shot's going to beat the man in the ring, and with the short boundary on the leg side, it's going to fly away for a second swept boundary for Bandari for 4. Good use of the sweep shot. Good runs coming here for Nepal.
Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, just to explain that, accepted wisdom would suggest that if you're playing on a worn wicket against a side whose strength is their spin bowling, you wouldn't want to be chasing on that wicket. So it's a bold thing to do, but you can also see their thinking in that it's their early starts, and if you can get into the Nepal side and bowl them out for something that is easily gettable, then.
Well, Binod Das said it was a good toss to lose at the end of the 39th. It's 185 for 5.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ ज्योति लाइफ सधैं तपाईको साथ
Skyward air conditioners, your air, we care.
Beauty from Kawarali. It's been a little bit inconsistent, but that was a real special piece of leg spin bowling.
Yeah, can I just echo what I said earlier on about Suraj Kumar's wicket keeping? He's also a very popular character over here, of Nepali heritage.
Yeah, an interesting case that, isn't it? Was he born here and he emigrated to Oman?
No. He born in India. Only once in his childhood came here, actually, but both his parents are from Nepal. They speak Nepali back at home in the family home. He grew up in Punjab in India. And he moved to Muscat, take up a job and play a bit of cricket as an adult, and as representing their team with great distinction as well.
Yeah, it's been great to hear the thoughts here of Paul Radley from the national newspaper. Just one final question before we let you go. Your abiding memory of the week here in Nepal? There's been so many standout moments.
Wow. Can't really pin one down. Just, I suppose, anything. Basically, Nepal defending their total yesterday in front of that crowd, really. Just like a scene that you never experienced before in cricket, to be honest. I think the players, obviously Nepal players and fans, are very, very, very used to it. But for those of us that are only experiencing it for the first time, it was absolutely terrific, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think I've seen some of your tweets as well. The fans outside the ground watching from every vantage point, and I think that's something you've really enjoyed as well. That's Paul Radley of the National. Really enjoyed his thoughts. And we'll close out the 40th over with the dot ball. It's 189 for 5. Final 10, power play 3. Beauty from Elias. Bowled some good ones, bowled some bad ones, but he's bowled some beauties as well. So we're into the final 10 overs. That means 5 fielders allowed outside the circle. Paul looking at a big total. Binod, you must have been pleased with the efforts from Nepal's batsmen so far.
Yes, absolutely. Nobody imagined. I mean, I for one didn't imagine Nepal to be at 189 for 5 at the end of 40th over mark. But the way they
cut away nicely. Bandari adding real impetus. That's going to be his third boundary. 2 coming from.
going, it all becomes easy for the batsman to come.
Down the leg side, and there's been plenty of wides today as well. That's the 7th. Freebies. It's been an erratic display from Oman's bowling unit, it has to be said.
Not quite sure, going deep into this tournament, and Oman is an aging side, mind you. They've not been as well as they've started.
Yeah, and I think you're spot on. They are an aging side. Perhaps This is their third ODI in the case with just 5 days fitness coming into play.
Absolutely, that's what I feel, because almost all these members of Oman side are into their late 30s. It's not easy playing back-to-back ODIs. They're playing their third ODI on a fifth day.
Yeah, each of the three sides will play back-to-back ODIs at some point this week. This is Nepal doing it in these middle two games, rest day tomorrow. USA will have to end up with back-to-back ODIs on Tuesday and Wednesday here, but Oman did it earlier in the week. They did it well because they won their first two games, but right now you'd have to say Nepal are on top.
Especially with the kind of weather, the old bodies do take a little bit more time to get warmed up. And maybe that's the case with Oman right now, because they've looked stiff on the field.
Driven down the ground this time by Bandari. So impressive yesterday, Binod Bandari, half century. These two are just going to be starting to eye up, maybe 250, 260 perhaps.
I'm sure if these two bat till the 45th over, they would look to get somewhere around 270, because these two guys are known for hitting the long balls. Arif, especially in the recently concluded PPL, was scoring at the rate of 200, at the strike rate of 200. So we can back them to get big runs if they get going.
And of course, Karen KC to come in at number 8, the big hitter. No big hits in that over though. Tight stuff from Maqsood. Just the 3 runs from it. It's 199 for 5.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
His last couple of games in charge seem to leave the head coach role. He's done a fine job for Nepal. Big appeal and given. Looked a little bit high to me at first, but Shamshuddin had no doubt. And Arif Sheikh falls for 28. Every time this Nepal innings looks to take real dominance, they seem to lose another.
Looks a little dawsy, especially the impact looked a little bit onto, but look, like that is out, to be honest. That's out. Looked different from here though, in the first instant, but that looks out. It was a googly. And Nepal reeling at 199 for 6 after in the 43rd over.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार।
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ।
सर शाबाश।
सेन्टर फ्रुट मुड बनाउँछ टिङ टङ।
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Exploits with the bat this week so far, but he's certainly capable of clearing the rope, and that's what the home crowd and the entire Nepal setup will be looking for. They're just a run shy of 200. They're ahead of the game, but as we always see with Nepal, their matches are like seesaws. Every time they look to be on top, they seem to fall down. Just talking about that wicket from Aki Bilias, I don't think it was a googly. I think it was a leg break that just skidded on a bit. Did look a bit high to me.
Also the impact, it's touch and go. It was onto the off stump or slightly outside of it.
Yeah, I think it was exactly what the leg spinners refer to as natural variation. We've seen a lot of the leg breaks from Aki Bilias turn sharply. That one just skidding on a little bit quicker through the air. And big cheers in the background from the home crowd as the 200 is brought up in the 43rd over. What's the target here? Do you think Binod? Surely it's got to be in excess of 250 still.
It has to be, because they've got some batting to come. Still Sandeep is yet to bat, and then the projected score says 236. That should be the bare minimum, but I guess they will go above 250 if they bat the full quota of overs. And also somebody like Kamal Singh Airi. Recently we toured India, Andhra Pradesh with the under-19 team, and he hit 5 sixes in an over to a quality spinner.
A very capable hitter on ODI debut. Perhaps we'll see him next. It's 201 for 6.
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
बाबालाई खोप लाग्यो पापाको पेट कटाउन अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ
यूनिसेफ रसा
Dari just working that one into the leg side for a single, and interesting that Oman continue to proceed with their spinners here for the moment. They do have 9 overs of seam left. Bilal Khan, Kalimullah, Mohammed Nadeem, all of 3 overs left each, but clearly Maksud wanting to continue with spin, and Karen KC is going to use the pace of that spin and run it off the face for a boundary 4.
If anything, this was a sort of brilliance from Karan Casey. He didn't look to hit it straight, just outside the off stump, nudged it down to the third man boundary for 4. He provided with the pace, Jisan Maksud. And Karan was equal to the task. He just used the pace. On your point of continuing these spinners, I'm not quite sure if Kalimullah is going to come back for his latest spell, or even maybe Mohammed Nadeem.
Yeah, but you'd have to think Bilal Khan,
well done,
so adept at the death. He's still got 3 overs left. I suppose he could come on the next over. But Aki Vilias says 3 for 31, and Zishan Maksud just deciding spin is the way to go for now. It's a bit of a gamble though, because both of these men very capable of clearing the ropes.
It is, especially for Karan. He will look to hit the long ball whenever he is given an opportunity.
finds the block hole really well. He does hoop the ball, shape it back in, after getting a reverse swing at the tail end. But with Nepal's struggles against the part-time leg breaks, Vaki Bilias, they have to target these 3 overs, get this total up above 250, 260.
Especially for somebody like Karan, he loves the pace on the ball. He plays medium paces better in the death overs. He likes the ball coming onto the bat. So he'll enjoy this pace from Bilal for sure.
So difficult to hit though, coming around the wicket with that angle. Mid-on's in the circle, could be somewhere where they'll target. It's come off an under edge and it's going to go to the left of the man, Jatinder Singh at third man. So they'll get a boundary in unconventional circumstances. Bandari for the second time in 2 days playing a really fine hand.
He's played a very important knock yesterday. Today he's continuing with the form that he's had for the last game. Intentionally played down to third man. A little bit of under edge there, but he would take it anyways.
I think it was definitely an under edge, and that's why it went wide to the left of Jatinder Singh at third man. That's the block hole. Bilal Khan so good at this stage of the innings. Seems to find it more often than not.
Smart options there from Vinod Bhandari, getting a boundary of the last ball, taking a single and rotating it to Karan. Smart move there. They will have to make sure that these two batsmen bat till the end. If they bat these 5 overs, they've got more chances of getting closer to 260.
Shorter this time into the pitch. Karen KC looks for the pull shot, and not a bad diving stop from Karali, but it has to be said Oman have been sloppy in the field today.
They have. They've looked very, very stiff, to be honest. As I said, it's an aging side. It's not easy to play 3 one-days in 5 days. One-day matches, 50-over matches takes a lot out of you.
Short ball bowled into the pitch. And you can see the slower ball bouncer effect, that little bit of tennis ball bounce. Really good execution of his skills, Bilal Khan.
This wicket is still holding up. It's not dried out completely.
Yeah, but just further signs, I think that we'll see a really prodigious turn throughout the second innings. Sandeep Lamachani is going to be quite the handful. Kushal Malla, Sushan Barry. Such a clever bowler, Bilal Khan. Single to end the 46th over. It's 220 for 6.
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैं तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Google Android TV. Lead the future.
I don't think that would have been in Coach Dulip Mendes' plans today, but he's been very effective. He's got 3 wickets. He hasn't been too costly either. Mix up. Wanted 2, Bandari, no time for that. Karen KC is licking his lips. He's going to be going for the maximums here against Akib.
Especially if it's Flight's one. As I said earlier, Andrew, Oman seems to be, especially the fast bowler, seems to be struggling with the weather here. Otherwise, there is no way that they bowled 7 good overs and would not return for the death overs.
There is Karen KC's attempt to come down the track and smash it all away. Makes no contact. The ball turning shows sharply. It's a risky tactic.
He just wanted to take it on the full, the way he came out. He decided it early. It was a pre-decision from him to go.
Karen KC, he's swinging like a rusty gate right now. 2 deliveries in a row. I know Nepal are looking for late runs, but gotta bat smarter than this.
2 balls in a row has turned and turned sharply.
Skied into the air, straight to the man at backward point, and that's going to be the end of Karen KC. Aki Vilias is playing quite the little role here for Oman. He's got 4 for his first ever 4 for in ODI cricket. And it looked like a matter of time really there for Karen KC.
This wasn't smart from Karan Casey. He's already beaten twice in this over. He still continued to go over it. So he's gone for 10. Nepal 121 for 7.
मेरो सिपलाई बुझ्ला कसले मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ देला कसले यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ बैंकको साथ पाएँ
मेरो चाहना
अब न बाँकी छ गाह्रो हिजोको असहज अवस्थाको न डर छ कुनै दुधार परिस्थिति.
The brink of a 5-wicket haul. He's bowling to his fellow leg spinner Sandeep Lamachani. There's the new man at the crease at number 9. I think you would have liked to see Kamal Singh Irie at number 9, Binod.
Absolutely, because I've seen him batting and he's most certainly better batsman than Sandeep, I believe. But that's what I believe, and that does not matter at all.
So nearly has a 5-wicket haul. So I think that beats absolutely everything. It's going to be signalled as a bye. Suraj Kumar couldn't get a glove on it. So 47 gone, all the twos. 222 for 7.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू. सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो. समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाउ. ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
He made 222, having been inserted to bat by Oman this morning. But Bilal Khan is such a potent threat at the death. He's mixing up his Yorkers and his short deliveries, the full pace bouncers and the slower ball bouncers. Very difficult to get any timing.
He's a complete fast bowler, if you like to call it that way. He's been bending his back, bowling slower cutters, bowling it into the block hole. He's tried everything. So far he's been wicketless. Nepal has batted well against him. That's a wide.
Yeah, 2 free runs and valuable runs onto the total. Is the wide they get through to run one as well. Sandeep Lamachani coming on to strike. This innings has just had its momentum stifled though late.
I wonder if he was looking for that Yorker. Swung late from that angle, taking the ball away from the wicketkeeper as well. Correctly, you mentioned it's 2-2-4. I keep mentioning 1 for no reason. It is 2-2-4 for 7.
The last 5 overs, only 24 runs scored off them though. Brilliant from Bilal Khan, straight into the block hole again. Nepal just struggling to get any of that late momentum. We were talking about 250, 260, even 280 at one point. Might just struggle up to 240 now.
And that's because they've not had a set batsman batting with the other batsman. Especially when Gyanendra Mallak was batting. It looked like he's the one who's going to anchor the innings throughout. But his dismissal has caused them the break.
I think again at times Nepal have just been a little bit guilty of allowing too many dots, looking for the big shot and nothing else. Binod Bandari possibly the one man who's done it a little bit better. He's worked in some singles and twos alongside his innings, but too many dots for my money.
I hear he's been given the role of a finisher and he's batting like one. He's taking the game deep. And that's what some of the other batsmen needs to do. This wicket is not easy to keep playing your shots and getting away with it.
Once hit behind square on the offside, they will get through for a single. I just wonder, his backward point done himself an injury there. Looked a little bit nasty. We're just going to bring you the replay here, and he dove full length to his right, but he's clutching his leg. Good to see him get up at backward point. I think it might be Aki Bilias, the man who's taken all the wickets and was the leading run scorer in this entire Cricket World Cup League 2 series so far. So this could be a big moment in the match.
Could be, because he's the best batsman in this competition. Straight away, as soon as he dived, he clutched his knee, must have jarred it against the ground, and it's not a very soft ground at Kirtipur here. This is a cold winter, must be feeling it.
Yeah, so Aki Bilias is hobbling off, and that's going to be concerning for all the Oman fans watching back in Muscat there. Dove full length to his right. He did get a hand on it, probably saved a couple of runs, but if he's not going to be able to come out and bat, that's a huge blow for Oman. Like I said, he is the leading run scorer, not only for Oman, but in this entire tournament at the moment.
And they will need his form if they are to chase these runs, because it's going to be one of the biggest scores to chase in this tournament so far. Yeah, and it is the biggest score to chase in this tournament. And especially in this leg.
Pulled but no power, no timing from Ramachani, kicking the ground, frustration. Yeah, it won't be the highest chase of the series, but certainly, the whole league, but it will be the highest chase this week if Oman could pull it off. We've seen scores, lower scores throughout. Oman did chase down USA's 213 in the second match with the Tri-Series here. Nepal they still need some late runs. They've got to get up to 240. Bilal Khan just outstanding at the death. The end of the 48th, it's 226 for 7.
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Refrigerators. Lively and fresh every day.
Remain from Nepal to try and get their total up. It's going to be Mohammad Nadeem, one of the stars of this Tri-Series so far in Kathmandu. He's got 3 for 32, replacing Aki Bilias. Took the 4 other wickets to fall so far. Every other bowler has gone wicketless. So 12 deliveries left. They're going to have to target this Nadeem over.